Welcome to Henry's Off-Road Travels. In this series, join Sharon and me as our long-term plans of crossing Australia is finally realised. We have 4 months to explore and find out whether the West is really the best. We travel with friends in our new Land Cruiser 300 and fully off-road caravan. I hope you enjoy our travels as much as we do. Guys come to open up the gates out at the head of the bight. Lots of caravans and people ready to come in. You look beautiful, Sharon.
Oh.
To get in, we'll be there shortly. We're heading into the head of the bight. In South Australia, it's 8:40 a.m. Gates just opened about 10 minutes ago. Sun's up. Just hit double figures, but fortunately there's not a strong wind. There's a little breeze, and that's about it. So should be nice to walk out there and have a bit of a squeeze at the head of the bight, which I think is the most northernmost point of the bight, but also the start of the bight from the eastern end. So there are sand dunes to our east, and then obviously the cliffs, the start of the Bunda Cliffs on our right, or to our west. So that'll pretty much mark the end of our holiday in some respects of travelling outside of our state and exploring the rest of Australia, so from my perspective anyway. So then it's doing a lot of stuff that we've done previously in WA. The only thing I haven't really done is actually the leg between Perth and Kalgoorlie, so that'll be novel for me, but outside of that, well, apart from probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
That's right, we didn't do that. We went to Kalgoorlie and then went to Esperance and then back.
So I haven't done that, so there'll be some towns I probably haven't seen for quite some time, so I'll just knock that on the head, and as I said, then we'll be making our way to Perth over the course of the next few days. So. Head of Bight Visitor Centre. So it's currently off season, adults $9, seniors $7, children under 15 free. Heading to the edge of Australia,
Head of the bight,
which once used to join South Africa, I think, or Africa, continent of Africa.
did it?
Many moons ago.
It's the part that broke away from Antarctica.
Oh yeah, actually, that's right, because there's none of those big trees out here, baobabs out here, is there?
No.
That's right, because Nullarbor, null means no, and a bore means trees, so no trees. Great Australian Bight Marine Park declared 3 years starting 95 as a whale sanctuary to protect southern right whales, and covers 2 million hectares. This is the start of the Bunda Cliffs, composed of limestone which extends far inland. The cliff face ranges in height from 40 to 80 metres and stretches west for another 800 kilometres. It's breathtaking.
It's pretty impressive. Saying to Petro, imagine years ago as you're sailing in and you're seeing all this coast and then trying to map it. And the end of our island.
Sun's not in the right spot, but plenty of sand dunes over there. The dunes to the east of this spot, sands have ramped up to cliff height to form a series of dunes extending inland from the beach. Southern right whales come to this area from cold southern oceans to calve and breed. They begin to arrive in May, numbers building during the season. By September they migrate south again. Humpback whale skull. Nullarbor Roadhouse. Big Four caravan park. In 1976, the sealing of the highway was completed.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's probably, yeah, we went in 77.
Yeah, as I said, so, and I'm pretty sure we went one way on gravel and the other way back.
The Nullarbor nymph was a hoax. No way. The old wagons they would have used crossing the Nullarbor, exploring, bringing supplies. Valiant 100, E.H. Holden, another Holden in the back. Interesting signs. One of the many golf courses along the Nullarbor. It's the green obviously, and I think the fairway might be all the way towards those buildings at the end there. Nullarbor bus stop. Dead trees. Treeless humbug. Treeless humbug. Cliff is somewhat closed, unfortunately, due to instability. Which is a bit of a shame. Because once upon a time it used to be a very nice spot to get close to the action. Hurry up! Come on, if you don't want to walk, don't, come. Always blaming me for being slow. Look at them.
What are you on about, Henry?
She's old, so, yeah, so we've only had it a few months.
To cool down, we'll start heading north then.
Awesome.
Got the bite.
Oh dear.
Awesome. That would have been a story in a newspaper. That's how the water looked yesterday afternoon when we were...
At the other place.
Yeah.
You right? Do you want a hand down?
I'll hold on to your shorts. There are caves around here as well, all along the Bight, hiding, lots of history. There have been discoveries of a thylacine, a variation I think of the Tasmanian tiger. So there's been some evidence of skeletons being found of that animal in these caves out here recently as well. Other skeletal remains of other animals that sort of dating back to the dinosaur era.
That definitely looks like it's quite recent.
Yeah, that's a recent collapse.
Yeah.
This location we're at is the 52-kilometre peg rest area. Probably more the more western ones towards the West Australian border. Just having a luncheon break, and we have the Great Australian Bight, about 50-metre cliff, probably just 5 metres away from us, if that. Beautiful, no wind, very peaceful. Would have been nice to have stayed here overnight, but another time. I've seen what the coastline is today. It continues to get eroded, and you can see a bit of a crack through here. And over time that's going to get eroded and maybe fall away, and then slowly it gets eaten away by the ocean and the wind. And what it looks like in 10, 15, 20 years time, who knows. You can see some rocks starting to fall down. So the land we're standing on right now may not be around for too much longer. Hopefully it is for others to enjoy. Sharon is getting through all her veggies and fruits and whatever she has to before she has to get rid of things that aren't allowed to cross the WA border in the next 50 k's or so. So she's not going to be having dinner tonight because she'll be just one big Oompa Loompa consuming veggies and fruit and maybe even the cactus as well. Going to have to say our goodbyes to the cactus. Goodbye, cactus. Maybe we can plant it out here.
Maybe.
Yeah, and come back to it in the future and say that's our cactus. So the kids and their grandkids in the future can come and honour it. This car is due for a birthday very soon. It is seriously lacking a good wash. The van as well. It's nice. Nice bit of four-wheel drive tracking.
Yeah.
Having this spot would be the bomb if we were to be camping here. This would be a nice location. Beach. Beautiful walk to the beach, I think. But look at those views. Now, why would you not consider free camping here? A little bit of cliff over there. Just past a whole lot of areas. Look at that. The girls can go for a walk if they wanted to. WA border, a little further up there. are about to cross the South Australia WA border. My legs are going through quarantine at the moment. Landgate survey marker identifying the demarcation between South Australia state and the West Australian state.
Oh man.
We have arrived at the Cocklebiddy Roadhouse, just on the western side of the WA border. Time zone different to the rest of WA. So it's currently 3:40 in Perth, and it's actually 5:15 or something like that here. So it's been a long day. I think we've been travelling for quite some time. It's only a 400k journey roughly today, but it's taken pretty much the entire day with a few stops along the way. So girls are just sorting out whether we can get a caravan park site. This is a caravan park here, so there seems to be a few spaces there, so let's hope we can get something for tonight. Not sure exactly what they've sorted out. They're pointing, so it must be a good sign they've got a site. Few stinky flies around this